You got a Central Asian Shepherd because you wanted a loyal, fearless protector for your family, a dog with ancient roots, whose very presence is a statement. But that same powerful instinct that makes you feel safe can also feel terrifying when it seems to be spiraling out of control. And lately, you're seeing a side of that instinct that's making you nervous. Maybe it's the explosive barking at guests who mean no harm, or the lunging at strangers on what should be a peaceful walk. It could be that low growl when a neighbor's kid gets a little too close. You start asking yourself, how do I socialize this powerful guardian without turning it into a liability? Am I creating a danger in my neighborhood? Am I going to ruin the very trait I chose this dog for? You're worried, and you have every right to be. This is the core challenge of owning one of these magnificent, demanding dogs. But here's the crucial thing to understand. You're not alone in this, and there is a path forward. The goal isn't to erase their guarding instinct, but to it. It's not about suppressing who they are, but refining it. Together we're going to break down, step by step, how to build a Central Asian Shepherd that is both a confident, socially appropriate companion and the discerning, reliable guardian it was born to be. Before we talk about introducing your dog to a single new person or animal, we have to reframe the whole idea. Most people hear socialization and think it means exposure. More parks, more people, more dogs. For a Central Asian Shepherd, flooding them like this is a fast track to creating a nervous, reactive dog. Why? Because these dogs are independent thinkers. They were bred for thousands of years to make life or death decisions on their own, far from human direction. Their software is designed to be suspicious of new things. Forcing them into a constant stream of new experiences without the right leadership can teach them the wrong lessons. Either that the world is scary and full of threats, or that every stranger is a friend, which destroys their guarding potential. The true foundation for successful socialization is leadership. Your dog needs to learn, without a doubt, that you are the one who assesses threats. Your job isn't to be a dictator or an alpha. Trying to physically dominate a dog that can easily outweigh you is a foolish and dangerous game. Instead, you must become their calm, consistent, and most reliable source of information. They look to you not for permission, but for data. Is this new person a problem? They look at you. Is that strange dog a danger? They look at you. Your calm confidence becomes their anchor. How do you build this? It starts with one simple but profound concept: teaching your dog to offer you their attention. Forget complex obedience for a moment. The single most important command is a rock-solid "watch me" or focus cue. In a quiet room, reward your dog just for making eye contact. Build it up. Hold it longer. Practice in the yard, then near the driveway. This simple act starts a conversation. It teaches your dog, before I react, I check in with my leader. This is how you establish yourself as a calm, consistent leader worth listening to. Once you've established that foundation of leadership, you can start the practical work of socialization. But it has to be done with precision. Forget the dog park. Forget letting every stranger pet your puppy. This is about creating a thinking dog, not a social butterfly. Pillar 1. Controlled and distant exposure. The first pillar is about teaching your dog that new things aren't automatically threatening. The key word here is, you manage the distance, the duration, and the intensity of every new experience. Take your dog to a park, but don't go in. Sit in your car at the edge of the parking lot, 100 yards away. Let them watch people walk by, kids play, other dogs exist. And what do? Nothing. You just sit there, projecting calm. If your dog gets antsy, whines, or barks, you don't correct them. You simply start the car and drive away. The lesson? Anxious behavior makes the interesting stuff disappear. Next time, maybe you park a little closer. When your dog watches the world calmly, looking at the people and then looking back at you, you reward that. A calm word, a high-value treat. You're rewarding thee to stay neutral. You're teaching them to notice, process, and then defer to you. This applies to everything. New sounds, new surfaces, new environments. It's about quality, not quantity. 5 minutes of calm observation from a safe distance does more good than an hour of chaotic, stressful interactions ever could. You are carefully building a library of experiences in your dog's mind and labeling each one not a threat. Pillar 2. Curating neutrality, not friendliness. One of the biggest mistakes owners make is pushing for friendliness with strangers. When you let everyone pet your Central Asian Shepherd puppy, you are actively eroding its natural guarding instincts. You're teaching it that strangers are a source of praise and excitement, which dilutes the natural suspicion that makes them such an effective protector. The goal isn't friendliness. The goal is, your dog should be able to walk down the street and ignore strangers. They should be able to be in the presence of a guest in your home without needing to interact. They are not a golden retriever. Their job is to be a polite, aloof observer. To achieve this, you must be your dog's advocate. When someone asks to pet your dog, your answer is a firm but polite, "No, thank you, he's in training." You're protecting your dog's space and teaching them they don't have to engage with every person they meet. When you do introduce your dog to a new person, let the interaction be on the dog's terms. Have the person ignore the dog. Let the dog sniff from a distance. If the dog chooses to approach calmly, that's fine. But forced interactions create anxiety and mistrust. Reward calm disinterest. Praise the dog for choosing to lie down and relax instead of demanding attention from a guest. You're building a discerning protector, not a welcome mat. The same principle applies to other dogs. Avoid chaotic dog parks where one bad encounter can create lifelong reactivity. Instead, arrange controlled walks with known, calm, and predictable dogs. Walking parallel on opposite sides of the street is a great start. The goal isn't always play, it's coexistence. You're teaching your dog how to share space with another dog without feeling threatened. Many Central Asian Shepherds become more dog selective or even dog aggressive as they mature, so building a foundation of neutrality early is absolutely critical. Pillar 3. Defining the on-duty and off-duty switch. A Central Asian Shepherd without a job can become a bored, frustrated dog. Their minds need a task. But in our world, that task can't be guard everything all the time. You need to create a clear line between when they are on duty and when they are off duty. This is done through rituals and cues. On duty might be when they are loose in your securely fenced yard. This is their territory. Here, they are allowed to patrol, be alert, and bark at things approaching the boundary. Your role is to acknowledge their alerts. When they bark, go investigate. Say, "Thank you, good watch," and then calmly handle the situation. This validates their instinct and reinforces your partnership. You're telling them, "You did your job by alerting me, and now I'll do my job by handling it." Off-duty is when you leave your property. This can be cued by putting on a specific harness or collar that is used for public outings. This becomes their uniform for being a neutral citizen. When this uniform is on, the rules change. Barking at strangers isn't rewarded. Lunging is managed. The expectation is calm, neutral observation. This clear distinction is vital. It gives your dog a framework for their behavior. It satisfies their instinct to guard their territory while also allowing you to have a dog you can safely manage in public. It provides the mental stimulation they crave by giving them a clear job description. Now I can hear the worry. If I do all of this, will my dog still protect me? Am I making him soft? Let me be absolutely clear. A well-socialized Central Asian Shepherd isn't just a safer dog. It's a more effective guardian. A poorly socialized, insecure dog is a liability. It barks at everything: the mailman, falling leaves, kids playing down the street. Its alarms are meaningless because they are constant. It's like a car alarm that's always going off. Everyone just learns to ignore it. Worse, this behavior doesn't come from a place of confidence, but from fear and uncertainty. A fearful dog is unpredictable and makes bad decisions. A properly socialized guardian, on the other hand, is a discerning professional. It has spent hundreds of hours learning what is normal. It has seen people of all shapes and sizes, heard all sorts of sounds, and been in countless environments where nothing bad happened. It has a massive mental catalog of normal. Because of this, when something is not normal, it stands out with perfect clarity. When this dog sounds the alarm, the bark is different. It's not the frantic yapping of a nervous dog, but the deep, confident, and serious alert of a dog that has detected a real anomaly. And because it doesn't react to everything, you know to take its alert seriously. It has learned to distinguish between a genuine threat and a simple novelty. You aren't erasing the instinct. You are honing it. You're turning a blunt instrument into a precision tool. You're building a dog that is confident enough to be calm, and therefore serious enough to be trusted when it decides calmness is no longer the right move. Balancing socialization and guarding a Central Asian Shepherd isn't a passive activity. It's a thoughtful, ongoing commitment, a journey of building trust and establishing yourself as a credible, reliable leader. It's about understanding that you're not trying to change the fundamental nature of this ancient breed. You're not trying to turn a wolf crusher into a lapdog. You are simply giving it the tools and the framework to navigate our complex human world safely and effectively. The path is through leadership, not dominance. It's through controlled exposure, not chaotic flooding. And it's about respecting the instinct by giving it a clear purpose. Your job isn't to reprogram your dog, but to be a skillful handler of the incredible software that's been perfected over thousands of years. Protect that instinct, channel it wisely, and you will have exactly what you always wanted: a majestic, confident, and utterly reliable guardian. If you found this guide helpful, subscribe for more deep dives into living with and training powerful breeds. And please, share your story in the comments below. What's your biggest socialization challenge with your guardian dog right now? I read every single one, and your stories help our entire community grow stronger.